after the guidelines were given, the next day they were already filming.
Yeah.
So how easy or how hard
it's really
was
hard.
it?
It's really hard because we shot it in less than 22 hours. Because after Friday we don't have time to film anymore. So that's really hard. And we sacrifice our time in work and everything.
And some of those people you don't know, right?
I just met them that night.
That night, right?
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah.
You just met that night.
Every one of them I just met Thursday night, and then the next day we filmed.
Okay, what was your lesson learned from a film contest like this?
Great, really teamwork. Teamwork
collaboration,
and
right?
collaboration. The storyline is not just me. We suggest, everyone was suggesting the storyline, and we come up together. So,
and Miss Charisse, if you were the producer, would you want to ask her, just to grill her as a filmmaker, would you want to ask her a question about, for instance, just act as if you're a producer of the film.
Well,
so any question about...
This is kind of like the hot seat. Give me time and
Okay, how about Jam? Jam probably has a question. Jamila is a filmmaker, she's an award-winning filmmaker.
Wow.
And she probably has a question for Jessica.
Alright, so I just want to ask, like, did you have a certain budget when you made the film, and did you use a sound mixer?
no, we did have budget. In the film.
Yeah, did you record this? You record the sound separately?
A sound mixer,
Is that what
like two separate audio from...
No, it's from the camera. The audio. And then for the narration, we have an audio recorder for the narration. But the one on the movie, it's from the camera.
So, would you like to call your cast? I think one is here. Right here.
Tita Jo and Gaby.
Oh, two.
Wow.
Two people are here. Tita Jo is a professional florist.
I was a nurse.
And a nurse.
And a nurse. And
So
Gabby is
partly her story.
a singer. Oh, partly her story?
It happened.
Yeah.
And a lot of people could relate to that story.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, that actually was my story, because during the night we gave the guidelines, my mom just died.
Yeah.
So I had to fly, I had to send money, and all of that was me, sort of, except that I'm not as pretty as her. But I do cry like that, and I didn't have a model sister. Oh, maybe I do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I do. But I don't have a pretty sister like you, Gabby. So how was it working with Jessica as a filmmaker, as a director?
She's good. She's very specific, and she manages her time, and she knows what she's doing. I mean, it looks to me like she knows what she's doing.
Is this your first?
Actually, this is my first film, actually.
Oh.
And I filmed
She's a filmmaker virgin.
And I filmed everything myself.
Everything, right?
Everything.
All the
I
technical
filmed it
aspects of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had help with
But
editing.
you are a photographer, right?
Yeah.
So you know how to...
Yeah, I had help with editing, but when it comes to filming, I did everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So no crew. It was a one woman show.
One woman show.
Yay! How about Ate Jo? You're now a professional actress.
I am.
So how does it feel to be...
Thank you for the compliment.
How to be projected on screen and watch yourself on YouTube?
Writing is not easy.
I didn't come that night to
be
be
an
part
actor.
of this filmmaking contest. I just came to give you emotional support that night because your mother died. She's a friend of mine, your sister. But then she pulled me.
As an actress, wow.
Yeah, she
Actually, I pulled everyone.
She told me, and we brainstormed what story we're going to present, and we came up with that story. And so the next day we started filming. We went back to my apartment, an empty apartment.
This is yours?
Yeah, I don't live there anymore. But right there, when I saw that apartment, and we have this story in mind already.
Now you're gonna cry too.
Well, I discovered myself that I could act.
Filmmakers, please
Oh, but Tina Jo is not only available as an actress, she's also available as a producer.
Yeah.
And the florist.
So,
Mana Caroline.
so maybe what happened years ago, I haven't been home. It actually happened that I haven't been home for a long time. Then my father died. I got the call right there in my apartment.
Oh no.
So maybe that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was for real, you know.
That's
Okay.
why
Yeah,
we're
It just came
Then
back
you
to
can
my
relate.
mind.
Yeah.
emotion.
So, right.
It's so funny how I was just telling Daryl that sending money to the Philippines and coming home sometimes, because you know immigration is like that. If you're not born here, there are times that you might not be able to go home until
Right.
you get your green card.
That's true.
So it might be 10 years, 12 years, and then you go home like that. It might be the death of a family.
Right.
So it is the reality
It is
that,
the
It happened
that
to a
even
lot
though
of
this
people.
is a film contest, it reflects real life
Yeah.
in the Filipino community. So we welcome you to visit our country, the Philippines. Oh, by the way, I've been asked in this film festival. It's international. I do show, you know, you've been to my festival. I do show Brazilian films, Russian films. But I've been asked why I showcase Filipino films, and Jamila can attest to that. My answer is I always say why not? Because I'm proud of my fellow Filipinos who live here and also our Filipinos from the Philippines. If you come to the film festival, October 17 to 21, you'll see how good Filipinos are. But of course, you'll see other filmmakers there from other countries. But I definitely believe that we should push new filmmakers like Cheska, of course, Jam. We should push them to showcase their films in film festivals like this, because it is hard to get in a film festival, right?
Yeah.
You spend hundreds and hundreds and thousands to submit to film festivals. So even my festival, we have 200 to 300 films, and I only show 40 to 50. That's still pretty selective, I think. And if you submit to film festivals abroad, there might be a film of yours that you submit that might not get accepted at all. So it is hard. So now Cheska's a first-time filmmaker, and she gets showcased in the film festival. And by the way, our winner gets a trophy from IFFM, a unique trophy, Luma Exchange. And Philippine Airlines is generous enough to sponsor a flight for the filmmaker to fly to the Philippines, direct flight, Philippine Airlines aboard A350 to the Philippines. Round trip ticket. But only one, not for the whole time.
So you can walk the.
I think the filmmaker deserves it. But you can have a picture of the trophies if you. But anyways, do you have any questions before?
I have a question.
Question.
How come I was never invited to do a cameo at least?
Oh,
I asked you 1,000 times.
Oh.
You always say no.
she's the mom. She's the mom, and she has it on Facebook
I
Live.
asked you to be the lead role.
Oh. There could be a second one. Tawag.
Next movie, ma.
Oh wait, Tawag. Why Tawag?
I'll think about it.
Because
Right,
the
right.
call. Because
The call.
because
Ah, the
the
call.
call.
Received that call.
She receives the call.
So
that's why.
I
You-
got to go
Start
home
from
and
the
It's
send
like,
money.
ooh, it's
It
terrible
start-
to
it
get
start-
that call.
It started from that call.
That's the kind of calls that we dread to receive.
Yep. So yeah, give me.
Yeah, I have a question. So are you film students? Yung mga filmmakers?
Oh yeah. Are you?
Because I don't know.
I'm not a filmmaker student,
you're-
but
But did you study filmmaking?
not. But I've been into photography and videography for 10 years. I do weddings.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you do it.
I am a freelance photographer and videographer.
Yeah.
Right.
So we covered every event that come to us.
That happens in a
We actually promoted this, and whoever attended became a contestant.
Okay.
And then some of them are, some of them were students before, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, and you'll meet the contestants. It so happened that just Jessica attended today. But by the way, later you'll meet Miss Lynette, who will arrive late.
Yeah, she will be here.
The one
later.
with
The oatmeal girl.
And that was her first acting experience.
Yeah, and yours too. And you're a professional singer.
Freelance too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
she's a singer.
That's how
And,
she
well,
performed
and she can
her.
plug in her guitar later and she'll sing for us.
She wrote her own song in the movie.
I did, but
Um,
I don't have my guitar in there and my amplifier.
And why oatmeal? What was the reason why oatmeal?
Actually, Lynette is.
The oatmeal, remember the oatmeal?
No, I mean actually that's really random. It's not on the script. So we were so hungry because that's like 11 in the evening. She was cooking, and I decided just to put it in the movie. So that it's like 11.
And that's the only food available.
Oatmeal.
That's not really on the script, and we just decided to put it.
Well, I think it shows the familiar scenes in everyday life in the family.
Yeah.
Right?
And Lynette really loves oatmeal in the real life, so.
Now I know.
That's why she's sexy.
Oh, I should eat oatmeal more. Daryl, do you have any advice or any question?
Well,
Daryl has produced a lot, from plays to feature films.
Can we be in
just
your
a
movies?
question actually. What was the most challenging moment for each of you on set?
The time.
The time limit.
Oh, because you only had that one.
We had
day.
to-
One day.
We had just
One
one
day.
day.
Why the limitation?
Because
No one's available.
no one's available after that day.
Oops.
That's the only day everyone is available.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
You know, New York, it's a busy life in New York.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the filmmakers of TAWAG.